got it attached to the visor. The thing I don't like about it, if I switch it around and the camera doesn't have a good view and you can't go sideways and do lives anymore, well, I can't do it. But we're just taking a drive, going to town. Of course, I had to do set my appointment on my birthday. Today's my birthday. As my mother-in-law said, sweet 16. She funny. Also going to be going by try to find another glass piece for my water pipe. Kind of extended to away from my face a little bit. Looking in. Wow. Went from 1 to 23 people. That's crazy. Just taking a drive out here in Arkansas. Takes us about the city from where we live. So we're just on our way to the big city of Batesville. But we gotta travel a little bit to get there. I think my heater core is going out, or either that or my thermostat. Need a little glossy on the window. I need to smell a little bit of the radiator. Turn the heat on. But after it runs for a little bit, it warms up and steams up the window a little bit, but steam goes away. So it's a good little Jeep. Got 233,000 miles on it. Nobody's talking, but
Hey, they win a box.
you're a box.
They win a box.
They went to box just when I ran across the road. Yeah, we're in the sticks. Foxes, pigs, bears, probably bobcat. No, there's probably mountain lions closer you get to the Ozarks, or maybe even around here. I think they say there's panthers too, don't they? But like the wildlife and game on a minute. I hope everybody's well and having a great day, and blesses you and your families, and try to stay positive. And the bike, woman's right here beside me. She's driving, of course. Look at that. Thank you. Julie Pops, hello, welcome in. Yeah, it's my birthday. My birthday. Get to go to the doctor. I had an arterial procedure done on my leg, 2 weeks today. Today's Thursday, isn't it?
Thanks, Brian.
2 weeks tomorrow. Sorry, I got my days screwed up. But, yeah, I'm still sore. I still have a giant bruise going down my leg on my right side. It's from my groin down to close to my knee. But some of the pressures went off and it feels a lot better. I guess they found 60 to 70% blockage in my left leg. They didn't do the right leg. But I guess they found some blockage and some cholesterol. What? Calcium deposits in my main artery that was blocking blood flow, along with a blockage. So they did that, and now my left leg is a lot better. I guess legs really don't work if you don't have oxygen in your muscle. So that's why I was having so much problem with my left leg. I was always hobbling around and in pain. But since the procedure, my left leg's stronger now, and I'm leading with my left leg because my right leg is where a blockage shot up, and after the procedure, and I had a blood leak and a knot, and they said an aneurysm in my groin as well, where they went in with through the groin to go down your main artery. When I say groin, it's the artery that goes to your groin, but it's above my groin, so none of my other areas are affected. But there's a big blood clot that formed, so it's going down the right side of my leg. But it's getting smaller and I'm having less pain. John, welcome in, brother. How are you? Going to the big city. Going to Batesville. Just now coming up to a different city. Next city beside ours. This is the city where Norman's mom lives. I'm good. Today's the birthday. I'm the birthday boy. Going to the post-op doctor's appointment to check out my leg and see what all's going on there as far as how I'm progressing, and I guess I'll explain what happened, which I mean I already know, but I don't know. You gotta sign a waiver when you do these operations, but I don't know. I just felt like I was, I don't know. The complications from the procedure is what got me. We're just traveling. Just are bowling right along. Using a little Temu phone holder that we got for the car. You can put it in your visor. If I flip it around, you really can't see anything other than that's the actual, you can see a little bit. But that would be the actual where it goes on the arm. And I guess I got either my window or that lens. That camera was dirty. Glad you guys stopped in. Appreciate you. We'll stop at a little head shop, see if I can get a little a new bowl for one of my birthday presents that Norma got me. She got me a couple water pipes, which is awesome. They're just a little small. The bowl's a little close to my face where I can't light it, so got to get one that's either angled a little bit or, you know, a drop bowl that goes in and drops over and goes downhill, down in the skin. Real Dave, welcome in, brother. Just traveling, going to town, and what is it, post-op? I got a doctor appointment with my lower extremities heart specialist. They're going to just check in on me. I go and check in on me for tomorrow. Will be 2 weeks since the procedure that had complications when I actually had it. So they let me go, but I ended up back in the hospital last weekend. But I'm getting stronger. The swelling's going down. But there's still a little bit of pain. I wake up, not really any pain, but the more I move, the more that knot becomes inflamed and it hurts a little bit. But I'm blessed to be around still. I did a sonogram. That's when they found that I had a bleed in my arterial vein, well, a leak through one of the smaller veins. And they used a blood clotting agent to seal the bleed off, which in turn actually sealed off where it was leaking and made a big blood clot in my groin. which is progressing down my leg because of the gravity, and it is making a bruise all the way down from my inner thigh all the way down to my knee. And then with that blood clot moving, it's going down through the groin and then through where my leg is connected, and it's a little tighter in there, so when it had that knot in there, it made it hard to move. Yeah, it sucked, but I had an angel in there that looked out for me and was supportive as far as the doctors that went in and sealed it with a blood clot, or the nurse, well, I guess she was the assistant x-ray technician, or his main x-ray technician, stood there beside me, held my hand, and gave me some support when I was having a lot of pain from what they were doing. They went in with a sonogram and located the knot, they located the bleed, and they located an aneurysm. But they went in with the sonogram, they found it, then they came back, went back in with the sonogram, and used the sonogram to direct the needle where the bleed was, and they added the blood clotting agent, and it actually sealed it. So now I'm just dealing with the healing and recovery. But yeah, it was rough. It was really hard and painful. But now my left leg was the one they went in on the right side to go through my main artery down my leg, and I had 60% blockage in my knee, keep the blood flow from going to my feet. So they got rid of that. Now my left leg's good. Now I'm healing up from the surgery, which affected the right side of my groin, which in turn affected my right side of my leg. So, but now I'm able to have more strength in my left leg, and I'm leading with my left leg, and now my right leg's kind of screwed, but that's only because of the knot, and I guess the blood is going south through the knot, and it is making it a little painful. But I was blessed. You know, I don't know, it's just really a painful situation. But I'm guessing in the long run it's going to work out for the better. Where am I at? I'm in Arkansas. Right now I'm in close to Batesville, is where we're traveling to, is Batesville. That's where the big city is for us anyway. They have a pretty large medical community in Batesville. They had the heart specialist. I have two heart specialists. One is a heart specialist. The other one is a lower extremities heart specialist. That's the one that did the procedure. Gavin, welcome in. Car lover, how are you? Welcome in. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Like I said, we're just out traveling, going to town. I live in the boondocks pretty much. It takes an hour to get to a town that has actually a medical community, restaurants, and I don't know, just any signs of life really. I live in a town that has one four-way stop sign and one gas station and one Dollar General. Takes like an hour, like I was saying, to get to town. I like it that way. Me and Norm used to live in the inner city in Bolton, Oklahoma. And we just grew over the country. I like having some privacy. Nobody messes with us. Except some teenage girls that keep walking around and going on people's property, which is annoying. They came in, I looked out my window Sunday or Saturday, and there's two kids, 15 or so, right up on my porch, about, I don't know, not even 10 foot from my window. We're just looking for the cat. We're looking at the cats. Okay. Don't appreciate it, but whatever. Then I guess the next day or a couple days later, they had, my neighbor across the street is a Arkansas State Police, and he has some cameras on his property and some horses. So I guess they crawled between the barbed wire fence and went on the property, and the lady came out. I guess told them not to come on the property, but I mean she did let them feed them. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Which we have a lot of weird things that go on in our little neighborhood. We also, maybe a year or so back, we were sitting out there. Norman walked out the window and said, "There's some kids in the field next door." And there's literally like a 8-month-year-old and maybe a 1.5-year-old. They had crawled under the fence, no shoes on. One was in a diaper, or they broke, and they were crawling up to these horses, and the horses were getting spooked. And we called them back and told them we had some popsicles, so they came back through the fence, crawled underneath the barbed wire, and I guess one of the babies scratched his back, but we were able to get them. Norman went to find their parents, and the grandmother was watching her grandkids, and I guess their parents do third shift at Walmart and were sleeping. She said she was in the bathroom and the kids went out on their own. But they so easily could have got trampled. That's just crazy. Thanks for the birthday wishes, brother. Cheers, yeah. Cheers with you. Give me a second. Gotta go to my little bag. Woo! That stuff is strong. Blue nerds. Blue nerds. Just heads up for our Bible study. Last confinement is with men. Bible study on Saturday. We're still debating on thing being, well, laziness moves so we can't participate. So we might just have it on our channel. Space painter. It's welcome in. He said, "I'm sorry I'm so close to you guys, like to the screen, but I'm using this new Temu rig that holds your phone." But we're coming up to town. Again, I think me and Norman may do the, come on, what's up? On the road again, yes sir. Got a doctor's appointment, but I think we're going to do the Bible study, which I do it on my channel, and then, you can add a person. I might see if we can figure out how to get Norman added onto my YouTube stream. And just do it that way. Probably not going to go through the, start with Genesis, because I like the whole gang being there to read where we last left off last Sunday or Saturday. So I might just, I might even just open the Bible, take my finger and point, and just read a couple verses that way, you know. But I always try to stay in God's light. I always try to stay positive. darkness is real. If you believe in heaven, you should believe in hell. So just don't allow darkness in your life. I've been in the dark and it's not fun. By God's grace, I got out of it again and was reborn 4 or 5 years ago back into the light. I had the out-of-body experience as a teenager, and I don't know whether I thought, since I had an out-of-body experience that I couldn't fall from grace, but I did. We all do. I'm a sinner. I sin, I'm sure, every day, whether it's in a thought that I didn't put there or whatever it may be, but I try to stay as positive as I can. Definitely don't want to get back in the light or in the darkness. So everybody's just chilling. Same here. But getting ready to come up to town, so I'm going to cut it off. So love you guys. Stay blessed in the light and medicated. PWE, welcome in. How are you, sir? I think you was posting another guy that had the like the bird, or I want to say animal sanctuary, but they put out stuff to feed the animals. I went over and subbed on him. I think you had posted something on your live that you had recommended his channel, so I try to do that. I try to sub to good people, for sure. But yeah, you gotta sub up to each other. If you're not subbed, little car lot right over there. You can see it through the camera there. That car lot is for what's his name, baby?
JJ Boss.
JJ the Boss. Seems he moved from Louisiana to here and Memphis, and moved here to has a big old $1 billion ranch out in the country. And was that his daughter?
Yep.
His daughter runs a car lot over here. So I don't know. That's a little tidbit. But this is the big city. Big jail. But yeah, this is it. We're going to go the back way. What's up, Granny Panties? Won't punch it and go through here. Sorry. Hi, you jerk face. Then you waited to get up to the road and hit his blinker. Norma gave him the number 1. I'm going to smoke a cigarette before I get in here. Hi, Delphia. Guys, that's my mom. Norma's mom. My mom, since my mom's passed, she's been nothing but kind to me, and love you to death, Mom. Thanks for the birthday wishes this morning. And as you can see, you know where we are. We're almost to the doctor's office.
I was just here yesterday.
So yeah, she was here yesterday. Well, we have different doctors, different times, different appointments. I'll get off here, guys. Love y'all and stay blessed. Know that me and Norma care. If anybody ever needs to talk or has something weighing on your mind, just post a comment on our video and we'll try to get back and arrange a way to connect. Love y'all. Stay blessed.